What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that all of you are enjoying your 4th of July. So, Melody got on her IG Live last night and let Arionne have it. Okay, so she first began, by welcoming everybody. And Mel is the quintessential Southern Belle, right? So she tells her mom to get off the live. She's like, because there's a certain level of respect that you got to have for your mama. Okay. And I respect that. So her mom does too, right? She's like, okay, well, let me get off. And then Mel just lets it rip. Like, she's like, I'm tired of holding back. She's like, you keep talking and talking and talking. And she's like, I don't want that man. That was in 2020. I left him. Let's be clear. Okay. And, she's like, why don't you go and take him and go and live in Never Land, Never Ever Land, and leave her alone? I don't understand why, Arionne Curry and Martell keep antagonizing Melody. Well, I'll take that back. I do. She's a threat. She's a boss, right? She has agency. She knows her worth. And that is something I think that Martell and Arionne are threatened by. I really, truly do. The fact that they keep going back and forth, you know what I mean? Martell and Arionne both have incriminated themselves with this tape and, the revenge P. And those legal issues got them shook. And so they're coming after Mel on just the most petty stuff, right? Like, for instance, with Arionne telling her, oh, well, you're bad bodied. Melody looks great. She looks amazing, especially after, having birthed 4 children. Okay. No, she's like, let's be clear. There's nothing bad bodied over here. And I don't blame her, right? Then Arionne was saying, oh, well, I'm over here being a mother to our 5 kids. Woo, baby, it's the 5 kids for me. Okay. So Mel, she claps back and she's like, where's your daughter? You don't know how to count. So for those who, are new to the Love and Marriage Huntsville saga, let me go ahead and catch you up. Melody and Martell were married for, I believe, 14 years, and Arionne Curry is the mistress. And supposedly, Arionne and Martell are supposed to be in a relationship trying to make it work. But I don't think he's going to, wife her up. He called her a peasant on national television. Like, girl, stand up. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, like, stand up. Stand up. This man called you a peasant in Dr. Francis' office while he was talking about, his relationship. No, stand up. Absolutely not. So I don't know why she keeps going on antagonizing Mel. But Melody, she's classy, but she said that she's sick of it. She said, if you have anything else to say, she's like, because I've pulled up on you before. She said, I will beat you down. Okay. She didn't say that verbatim, but I'm paraphrasing. She said, you need to pull up anytime. She's like, I got all day, every day, twice on Sunday. She's like, I let my security team know they have your picture that anytime you want to pull up, you can. Because Melody's sick of it. Every person has their breaking point. Okay. And they don't have 5 kids together. Melody was married to this man. They have 4 children together. She has one. Arionne is the mistress. She has one with Martell. And she has a daughter with another man. So Mel's like, what, you can't count? Oh, Melody. She's like, well, you can't count. She's like, that's not 5. She's like, see, I know why you were a side chick for the past 5 years, because you're not that bright. Again, I'm paraphrasing. But I think that everybody has their breaking point, and Melody has been quiet for years. She's been focused on building her business. She's been focused on building her brand, becoming an entrepreneur and a businesswoman. And she had to, because she was married to someone who didn't respect the sacred vows of their marriage. You know what I mean? So that's not on Mel, that's on Martell. And Melody's like, didn't you get what you thought was the prize? You know? Like when Arionne tried to throw their bankruptcy proceedings in Mel's face, Melody's like, no. She's like, I filed for bankruptcy after your boyfriend did because I didn't want everything to fall on me. And that's smart. You know what I mean? That's a smart businesswoman. When you're married, your spouse's debt becomes your debt. Now, Arionne's not married, so, she wouldn't know that. But I don't blame her for filing bankruptcy if it's going to protect her interest, her assets, and her children. You know what I mean? Like, you do what you do and what you have to do to survive. Now, we know that Martell, he's not a good businessman because he's been trying to pass this builder's license exam for how many seasons? And even has Marceau as a tutor, which I don't know how good of a tutor he is, but yeah, Martell does not strike me as someone who is business savvy. Like, he started out with, Inez wine named after his grandmother. I don't know how successful that is, but if he's asking Melody to pay his attorney's fees, as we saw in the last episode, I'm assuming it's not that successful. Then he wants to start, a suit line, a line of suits. But when they were asking him about the cut and, the make and just things that you should know in the fashion world, just basic questions, he was unable to answer any of those things because he didn't do the research. See, here's the thing. He reminds me a lot of Shari. And my thing is, both of them are into fitness. I don't understand why they didn't go into the fitness realm. You know what I mean? Like create a fitness video or even open a gym or something along those lines, something that you have a level of expertise in. But he's going into winemaking and fashion and, just all these different avenues without doing the research, without laying the foundation. And see, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And we see that. That's the epitome of who Martell is. And so Melody's like, let's be clear. This is not about a man. This is about disrespect. And I don't blame her. You know what I mean? Arionne continuously comes for her. And she's like, stop coming for me. She's like, I'll let you have him. That was back in 2020. I left him. I don't want him. I'm not thinking about him. Okay. But Arionne, talking about her kids and, all those things, that's just low. Like you don't mess with people's children. And so I don't blame Mel at all for standing her ground, for telling her to pull up, for, just she's like, don't get it twisted. The pretty Mel, the businesswoman Mel, she was like, I will beat you down. And I don't blame her. Listen, we're all human and everybody has their breaking point. And Melody has been quiet for years while Arionne has been antagonizing her, while Martell has been disrespecting her. And I don't blame her. You know what I mean? Like, you have to do what you have to do for your own mental well-being, the health and wealth of your babies. Protect your family, protect yourself. And like she said before, in her relationship right now that she's in, when she was talking to Neil Fletcher, she's like, I never realized how unprotected I was before. And I'm glad that she's found someone that, checks in on her, that loves her, that protects her, because she said that Martell didn't do it. And it's obvious, the way he treats Arionne. Mel's like, you're still not a wife. And, you're over there bridesmaiding, which I thought was hilarious. But she mentioned, the tape. She's like, why would you even watch that with, a wife and a husband, being intimate with each other? She was like, what's going on with you? Why would you subject yourself to that? She's like, if it were me and a man showed me that, I would ask him, like, do you still want her? Do you still want to be with her? Like, what's going on? So, I feel like Martell and Arionne, they both have some deep-rooted issues that they need to work on separately, right? And I hope that they get the help that they need. But I'm Team Mel on this all the way, as many people are. You guys drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will talk with you later. Take Take care, aces. Bye.